Carcinogens like brilliant blue, sunset yellow, and Tartarzine, which are causing cancers, are found in everyone's favorite street food, Pani Puri, in Karnataka in the recent days. The FSSAI authorities found that the cancer-causing carcinogen chemicals which are found in Pani Puri in 79 locations of Karnataka, including 40 locations from the capital Bangalore, where the samples found were 22% out of 260 samples failed the safety standard test. And this come as a shock after Karnataka's recent ban from gobi Manchurian and cotton candies, coloring agents. Sauces and chilli waters from the Pani Puri were found to contain the synthetic dyes in it, which might be causing severe healthy damages to all the individuals. So did they add these carcinogens intentionally, or it is done unintentionally without knowing the side effects? And is this the case only for Bengaluru and Karnataka alone, because we are seeing all those rhodomine effects in the candies and the Manchurians recently? Or is it the case for all around India and around the world? Why, even though the carcinogens, even after knowing all such things, the FDA is allowing the dyes to be applied to all the food items that the human is consuming? So let's see all those in this video. Brilliant blue dyes. It's the use of these artificial synthetic dyes are allowed to be taking place in the humans food consuming products in the late 19th century, where the blue segment was allowed by FD&C under two segments. One is called as blue number 1 and another one is blue number 2. The chemical name is called as brilliant blue FCF E133, blue number 2 indigo tine E132. These two chemical dyes are found in the foods like cotton candies, ice creams, canned processed peas, packet soups, bottled food colorings, icings, ice pops, blueberry flavored products, children medications, dairy products, and sweeteners, which are extremely colorful. A study conducted by Nevin in 2006 found the effects of the brilliant blue dye FCF on rats, and that used to portray how it is harmful to the human beings, where they chosen 90 rats and observed it for over a period of time, where they divided these 90 rats into two groups. One such group was fed with the brilliant blue dye for a duration of 10 days, 15 days, 45 days, and another group of rats were not fed with the brilliant blue dye but just a normal harmless food items. After the experiment, after some time, they killed the rats to find what their tissues are up to. So the results from the study stated that the liver of the rats who ate the brilliant blue dye were inflamed and damaged, and also it is the case not only for the higher exposure of the dye but also with the little amount of exposure of dye over the prolonged period of time. So the second one they found is glomerular disease. Their kidneys were affected considerably to an extent where it cannot reach to the normal point after a particular 24 hours, causing infection, cancer, and autoimmune disease. And also they found that their sperm production went considerably down, with their cells decreasing enormously after the brilliant blue dye intake. Overall, this rat study suggested that prolonged consumption of the brilliant blue dye will cause liver damage, kidney damage, cancer, and autoimmune disease. So it is not only in the hands of the government or FDA agents or FSSAI to monitor the activity continuously, but also it is in the hands of us, the consumers, to be aware how much amount of the intake you are making for a daily allowed dosage for the brilliant blue dyes, even though it is not healthy. But you should be aware that this product is containing this. So should I take this? If I'm going to take this, how much amount I'm going to take this? I should not take this on prolonged time. Maybe on some occasions, rare occasions it should happen, but not on the prolonged. It should not be an addictive nature. Sunset yellow. So second carcinogen which was found in the Pani Puri. This carcinogen, also called as E110 food additive, sunset yellow, which is containing dangerous sulfate version of Sudan 1 colorant, which is providing majority of orange color to all the food products, processed food products, including snacks foods, baked foods, cereals, gelatins, beverages, dessert powders, crackers, sauces. This azo dye is allowed in America, Europe and New Zealand with a set range of 50 to 500 mg per kg in a food item. Textile dye Sudan 1 colorant in sunset yellow might cause severe allergies like nausea, hives, rashes, nasal congestions, running nose, rhinitis, kidney swelling, chromosomal damages. This E10 dye is often the cause of many vomiting, infections, stomach pains, food rejections, indigestion, all those normal activity after your processed food addition in your diet is the primary cause of E10 additive. Severe health risks like skin sensitization, allergic reactions and even cancer causing agents are results of prolonged continuous use of E10 additive in their food item. In countries like Canada and some parts of US alongside the underdeveloped countries have never ever mentioned how much amount of sunset yellow can be added to the processed food. So because of which, if there is no set range, the company and the people who are using the dye can use it according to their own conditioning. And also in India, sunset yellow, FCF, other synthetic food colors are regulated under prevention of food adulteration rules. But under this food adulteration rules, the black pepper and the salt that are used in the Pani Puri, are they still following this food adulteration rules in India? If they have followed, no such samples from Pani Puri have tested cancer positive. Although the food safety standard rules measures the amount of chlorides and sulfates and dangerous chemicals in these dyes the time again and again, but why we are still facing such conditions with the colored candies, pani puris and gobi manchurians? Why such cases are still registered as though we are having the strong prevention acts? Because in India the researchers and the rules are only concentrating on the amount of the synthetic dyes that are added in the food items rather than concentrating on how much individuals are exposed to such synthetic dyes in a real time. So that is the case why we are missing on the victims who are developing the cancers and dangerous infections, diseases over time. Rather than the food safety measure, we should concentrate on the individuals regularly. We can see this E10 sunset yellow dye in most of the Indian processed foods and normal foods like jalebi, fruit juices, tea, coffee, edible oils, processed black grams, ice creams, chana masala, orange and apricot jelly, hot chocolate, marzipan, soft drinks, liquors. See how much the well-known words are you hearing? Tartarzine, the second most widely used coloring agent dye around the world. This Tartarzine is also found in Pani Puri, where you can see that this Tartarzine is the most toxic colorful dye other than the blue dye and other than the sunset yellow dye that I discussed previously, where you see that this Tartarzine has adverse effects around one's skin when they consumed over time: urticaria, angioedema, eczema, gastrointestinal tract problem, respiratory tract problem and central nervous damage. The chemical name of Tartarzine is yellow number 5 E102FDC. This azo dye from petroleum is found in numerous processed foods which are consumed by the Indian consumers daily, like soft drinks, chips, especially chips, puddings, honeys, pickles, gum, mustard, gelatin and baked goods. So all these things which are used for mouth-watering purpose definitely contain this toxic tartarzine in it. Tartarzine, a genotoxic dye which has the capability to mutate good genes, to damage the DNA, to delete all, delete in the sense destroy all the good cells in the human being, causing cancer, also damaging the brain, causing attention deficit or hypersensitivity in the children especially. And also the researchers have been found that Tartarzine effect is going to be intolerant to many people, but if the 1 in 1 lakh people might be intolerant to Tartarzine, and if you are intolerant, you should definitely avoid the additives like pickles and honeys and chips, especially which are prevalent in Indian society. LO5 is banned altogether in Austria and Norway. Except these countries, no other country have banned this Tartarzine so far. And also, Expect Committee on Food Additives JECFA established that the acceptable daily intake for such substance is 7.5 mg per kg per day, and most DNAs which are damaged by Tartarzine is reversible, but if the time period exceeds 24 hours, it might become irreversible. It might show positive impact, that which is nothing but the cancerous causing agents if a large amount of Tartarzine has been consumed. At the end of the video, after discussing all the side effects of the carcinogens which are present in Pani Puri, and also all the edible food items that we are consuming daily as a processed food, one thing must be very clear: it is in our hands as a consumer. We should decide whether I should buy the food item regularly on regular basis of outside my home, or should I pack my own food from my home to the office, to the school, to the college. Because there is only one option that we are having in front of us. Should we need to lead a good healthy life for coming 20-30 years, or should we need to be in the healthy risk of developing colon cancer, kidney cancer, breast cancer, head and neck cancer, leukemia, and also bladder and melanoma, whatnot. Many cancers are fighting for us, but should we need to grab them, or should we put them a full stop? This is in our hands as a consumer.